Hey, Lexi here, and I'm here to tell you, if you don't like spring cleaning, I have proof that it can be fun. I recently went through a pile of papers of mine, found a very old, mysterious folder.
Mysterious?
And found something from 10 years ago. It's somehow proof that nothing changes, but also proof that everything changes. I don't even know, but I found an essay from my senior year of high school, from the scariest class I've ever had, or more accurately, the most scary teacher I've ever had. And I handed in this essay that is the most brave and stupid thing I've ever handed in. It must be. This was insane. I don't know why I did this. And the essay is called I Have No Idea. Apparently it's a narrative essay, meaning it's an essay where I tell a story. In other words, it's the perfect YouTube script, rewritten 10 years ago, just for me, for now, right after I make a video about 10 years ago. Is this fate?
Is it fate?
Is this fortune telling? I don't know, but I found it just a couple days after making that first video, and I'm gonna read it. Hope you guys like it. This is from my senior year English class with my teacher, who I'll call Mrs. Payne, because you can figure it out.
Hater.
It's actually on paper, you can hear it. It's actual paper script, I feel very official. I have an essay due tomorrow, and I'm talking to Sandra on the phone. That would be fine if it was done, or if I at least started it. Honestly, I didn't even turn the computer on yet. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I didn't think about it. I thought about it for 12 hours already, seriously. It's 9 o'clock, and I don't even have an idea to start from yet. The way I see it, I have two choices. Write an essay entitled Why I Didn't Write My Essay, or get some help. That's why I'm talking to Sandra. Plus, I need to vent about the day my non-existent essay caused.
I have to complain. Sorry, I'm babbling. Sorry.
There were 2 sheets of instructions for this essay. Writing a narrative essay, and narrative essay prompts. I read them so many times that I could recite both of them to you. I memorized every word of them.
I memorized them.
But everything my other classes had to offer were completely wasted on me. There was one point I almost had to ask what class I was even in. Except for spinning, anyway. That was my gym class back then. I had a spinning class where I would ride a stationary bike. The one class I wanted to tune out. Go figure. I learned the hard way during spinning that thinking and Lady Gaga don't mix. They're like oil and vinegar. My gym teacher had Poker Face blasting at us, bleed through your ears volume, right next to my bike, so I couldn't focus. Even worse was the kid next to me, who somehow managed to ride his bike and dance at the same time, which was really mostly waving his butt around to the point where the whole room knew what color boxers he had on. I couldn't read at all, so I tried coming up with random ideas that might fit something from the narrative essay prompts, which is a lot harder than you'd think. The entire list was being unprepared, light bulb moment, childhood event, achieving a goal, the good and the bad, being a teacher, changing places, personal rituals, standing up, and disagreeing. My teacher made a little note here saying shouldn't list my list here, but I might use those one day for more essay ideas for YouTube. So, guess she was wrong about that. The dancing guy started pumping his fists in the air when Disturbia came on the stereo. That's how old this is, guys. This was a new song at that point. And he started singing as horribly as he could to make fun of the song. My gym teacher screamed at him for the rest of the period. Obviously, I didn't get any ideas with that going on.
Concentrating awfully hard considering it's gym class.
I stay after school 3 days a week with my friends. We're working on backdrops and props for the spring play. That play never happened. Figures one of those 3 days would be when I have to work on the essay overnight. The best I could hope for was one of my friends to inspire me somehow. This time we were all working on wanted posters and a moose head mantle. It's some sort of an old West type play.
Hey, cowboy!
Anyway, I couldn't call my friends inspirational as much as hyper. Especially Joe, whose name is Joe.
Whoops.
I have to bleep that out later. His name is Joe. especially Joe. I had to babysit him the entire time. Art isn't something he's particularly good at, and neither is focusing on what he's doing. His talent for the day was making us all want to kill him. Finally, I dropped what I was doing, sat him down, and taught him how to write the word wanted with fancy lettering for his wanted poster. I ran for my backpack and grabbed my essay prompt sheet. One of the prompts was being a teacher. I thought about writing an essay about teaching Joe. Whoops! I can do this. Until I turned around. Joe went back to annoying everyone and playing with his paint. Of course he said this. And playing with the paint he said looked like poo.
I don't know. Why are you so freakishly annoying?
According to the prompt, the teaching experience was supposed to feel rewarding. This didn't. I couldn't write about that. I hopped off my bus into the windy air holding all of my essay sheets, trying to read while I walked. I walked for about 6 blocks, and the best I can come up with had to do with the prompt being unprepared. I definitely felt unprepared enough for this essay. Being absent the whole day, the whole class got the details. Oh, I was absent when I had one night to write this. Fun. Okay, no extension for you. I had no idea what I was supposed to do. I decided that wouldn't be much of an essay, though. I was home for hours thinking I was about ready to make a narrative essay prompts bonfire. I heard the front door open and close downstairs. My mom was home. That meant it had to be about 6 o'clock by then. My mom came upstairs and saw me surrounded with crumpled paper, binders, and the worksheets. It didn't take long before she started tossing around ideas for me. I appreciated the effort, but none of them were really helping me much. You could write about the process of writing your novels. I wrote novels back in high school, so that was something I did a lot, and it was probably very strange to her that I couldn't think of how to write a 3-page essay when I write novels. She suggested it like it was pure genius. Or about your art club. My art club was a thing, you could watch that video too. She went on,
I'm trying to help you!
Counting them off her fingers. Eventually she ran out of ideas and she left me alone, wondering if I was overthinking this a little. I probably was. So I'm talking to Sandra, who probably thinks this whole thing is hysterical. She'd been doing a pretty good job of hiding it though. I'm hoping talking to her will give me that light bulb moment prompt I desperately need right now.
Like a light bulb.
And I still have no idea what to write about. Can I panic yet? I asked her. She told me when I first called her not to panic because there was still time. Yeah, I wish. Okay, yeah, this is bad.
This is no time to panic!
You know, it'd be funny if you wrote an essay about writing your essay, she says, and starts laughing.
Brilliant.
I swear, I can feel the light bulb over my head right now. Sandra, you're a genius. Tell me everything I just told you. I think that's my essay. Wait, seriously? And that's the whole essay. I handed that in to my teacher, Mrs. Payne. And you know what's funnier? I got a 90. I handed in the most just off-the-cuff essay. I must have worked hard on it. But I was so afraid of Mrs. Payne at that time. I don't know how I had the bravery to hand this in, except that I was so done with this problem that I was just like, here's my day you caused, here's my essay. And she's like, good, A-.
A-.
And it's perfect. That's so much of that is just still true. I would still do this, but I didn't think that 10 years ago I would do that. Especially there. Me and Mrs. Payne had kind of a weird relationship where she would be mean but nice to me a lot. I never knew why. I'd have to constantly go to her desk asking her, why did I get this grade? I don't understand why this was wrong. To the point where every day I'd go to my spinning class with a late note from my teacher explaining I had to go talk to her about a grade. I was so mad that happened so often that I kept one of the notes in a locket, like it was some sort of charm.
We are the weirdos, mister.
And I swear to you, after that I did that never happened again. So 10 years ago, me must have been trying to tell me through the power of time travel or the power of time capsules, I guess, that, hey, we're not that different. And I see you, 10 years ago me. I see you. You're right. We're the same. You even knew that Joe was annoying back then. I don't remember knowing that, but okay. I had a better judge of character than I thought. Now dump him. Get rid of him. You don't need Joe anymore. Get rid of him. Get rid of Taryn. They're gone. You don't need them. You won't even miss them. It's fine.
Maybe you don't need them.
So that was my essay that was a rant from 10 years ago that sounds like something I'd write now for YouTube. I wonder if there's more. That's all I've got for today, but I have to admit, that was pretty good. I didn't have to write anything, it was just pre-written. I'm okay with it. That was fun. Bye, guys.